I'm sure by now you've watched a video where I explained how my R6 got stolen. So if you haven't watched that video, just a quick recap of what happened. I live in San Diego. My R6 was stolen. It was brought to the border of Mexico where the thief was caught. He did a lot of damage to the bike. So they ended up recovering the motorcycle. I ended up picking it up at the border of Mexico, bringing it back. But that's where we are at the current moment. And now this is where the story continues once again. So after I picked up the motorcycle, I brought it up to the shop, as I mentioned, and it pretty much got totaled. The motorcycle had more damage than the insurance company wanted to pay out for. The damages ranged from scratches to the swing arm, where the guys sawed through my my lock. There was a lot of damage done to the rear rim. Obviously, the right side of the fairings, they were all pretty much scuffed up and scratched up. The handlebar bar ends were scratched up. The levers, the ends of it, were scratched up. The mirror, let's see what else. The foot pegs were a little bit scratched up. Pretty much all of the damage was cosmetic, including the tank. The tank was in pristine condition. As you already know, I keep my bikes in pristine condition. But the guy, I don't know what he was doing, but for the short duration of time that he rode the motorcycle, pretty much scratched up and scuffed up the matte black tank. And as you know, matte black is very, very difficult to keep clean and to keep scratch free. But ironically, for the time that I had it, I didn't put a single scratch on it. But 30 minutes duration that he rode the bike, he got it all scratched up. But regardless, after all was said and done, pretty much totaled. The insurance company didn't want to pay out for the totaled amount. At that point, I had to make a really big decision. Do I want to keep the motorcycle as a salvage vehicle, or should I just get rid of it and start brand new? So in my mind, believe me, I was going back and forth a lot in my mind. From February 23rd all the way to now, I think it's about March 12th or 13th. But let's just say for the last 2 weeks, I've been constantly thinking which direction I should take. And I've been getting a lot of guidance from some well-to-do people in my circle. And a lot of these guys are just telling me that based on my description, considering everything is cosmetic, just keep the motorcycle. Renew it, put some brand new fairings on it, and you know what? You might have some good YouTube content out of it as well. In the back of my mind, you know, I'm a very sentimental person, and I was thinking that because this is the last year the R6 was made, I really liked the orange fairings that it had, and I wanted to keep it orange, and I didn't want to change it. So that was one of the main reasons why I wanted to get rid of the bike, because I went to Fun Bike Center, and ironically, they have 4 of them available. So if you guys are interested in a brand new R6, make sure to go to Fun Bike Center. The good guys over there, they can definitely help you out. I negotiated a price for a brand new R6 just in case I changed my mind about not keeping the bike. And I was just about ready to go get it. And then last minute, my good buddy over at BMW Motorcycles of San Diego, Gary, he was like, dude, you should just keep the bike. You're absolutely crazy if you let the insurance company take it, because the insurance company is going to pay you 7-8 grand just to take the bike, and then somebody like myself is going to buy it and then turn it into a track bike, and it hardly needs anything. Everything is cosmetic anyways. So I went back and I thought about it for a couple of hours, and I called Gary back and I was like, hey Gary, can I bring the bike over and store it at your place? I mean, he convinced me that I should keep it, right? So he was like, yeah, sure, bring it over. So I picked up the bike from the shop, I brought it over, I emailed insurance, and I was like, I decided I'm going to keep the bike. And insurance didn't have a problem with that, so they were like, either you're going to keep the bike or we're going to sell it off to the auction. So I decided to keep the bike, and that's where we are at the current moment. Wow, I got here so quickly. We are at Soledad Mountain. This place is absolutely beautiful. I love the scenery here, and it's very peaceful. Lovely day riding my Street Triple RS. Let's enjoy these views on views. Coming up here, the views are always spectacular, but man, It's been a very clear day today. You can see from miles away, a very, very clear day. So anyways, huge shout out once again to my good buddy Gary over at BMW Motorcycles of San Diego. So if you're looking to service your BMW or purchase a new one, that's the one I recommend for you guys. So after I dropped off the R6, I called my good buddy Curtis. He's worked on my bike before. He installed the quick shifter and a whole bunch of other mods on the R6. And he just knows R6s pretty well. And I called him and he was like, yeah, sure, let's work on it. He met me at the dealership and we hot-wired the bike just like the thieves. We got the bike to start up. I'm glad that there's no issues with the motorcycle because it was dropped. So the motorcycle lit up and we kept it on for maybe 5-10 seconds and then turned it off. There you go. Should I ring it?
Wait. Okay.
Go for it. Is it neutral?
We're in neutral, so let's go.
Yeah! Woo! But as soon as we turned it off, I called Fun Bike Center. I ordered a brand new ignition along with the bolts and everything like that, so that should be coming in sometime next week. And then I'll be able to take it for a test spin and let you guys know if the bike runs as it should. But my suspicion is that the bike is going to run pretty well. Now then I got to work on the cosmetic damages and getting the bike up to speed to the way I want it. And now this is where I need you guys' help. The triple tree needs to be changed because since the guy stole the bike, I think he chiseled and hammered away at the ignition to get it hot wired, and he deterred the lock by breaking the ignition, and as a result the triple tree got damaged. So you see, it's a little bit scratched up at the current moment, and I wonder if I should order a new triple tree or keep it as is. Ordering another triple tree, I'm probably not gonna get the stock one. I probably want like a performance oriented one, because you know, I like things that are nice looking. So why not? If I'm gonna redo this, I might as well get some nice stuff, right? So maybe you guys can recommend a new triple tree for me. And then aside from that, I've been looking around a lot for brand new fairings. I want to do a custom fairing for the motorcycle. I want the whole thing to be repainted, and I think I want to make a MotoGP replica fairing set. So I'm considering either doing the Monster Energy one or the Petronas Yamaha. But I'm kind of leaning more towards the Petronas Yamaha, but I haven't made up my mind on what it is exactly that I want to do. So maybe you guys can lend a hand and make some suggestions and let me know what you guys think about that, because that's another idea that I want you guys to give me input about. What kind of new fairing should I put on the bike? What kind of design should it be? It definitely has to have a racing element on it, because obviously the R6 is a race bike, and I kind of sort of want to make it into a replica MotoGP looking motorcycle. Maybe even go as far as making it the same exact kind of color scheme, livery as Valentino Rossi's number 46 Yamaha Petronas bike. But we'll see. I haven't really made up my mind yet. I'm not really sure which direction I want to take, but if you guys want to give me your input on that, I'd appreciate it. If I do get a new fairing set, I'll definitely have to repaint the tank, because that's something I can't just ship away somewhere. So I got to find a local place to paint the tank to make it match with everything, and I'm also going to have to paint the rims to match with the motorcycle. So this could potentially be a lot of fun. I'm going to have to spend some additional money on top of whatever I spent on the bike, so that'll mean more content for you guys, and it'll be a nice little project that I can make for myself. Instead of just starting brand new, buying another Yamaha R6, and then going through the process of spending more money, buying all the mods once again. Yes, it'll be a brand new motorcycle, but then it's kind of like repetitive content. I already have an exhaust video. In my opinion, I don't know if you guys will agree with me or not, but I already have the best exhaust for the R6, which I bought and installed, and I absolutely love it, and it works well with the tune that I have. Speaking of tune, I tuned the bike, removed all the CO2 nonsense from it. I already did so much of the work. You know, lighter battery pack, quick shifter, you name it. Like, all these things are added on the motorcycle. We're talking like $2.5 grand worth of modifications, and a lot of time spent doing it, and a lot of money giving people to install all these things for me. Well, with the exception of the exhaust, because me and my buddy did that ourselves. But still, it's just a lot of work to undertake. I just thought it wouldn't make sense to do it again a second time. But I think that creating new content for you guys with an all new fairing design, painting everything, I got to get new levers for the bike now because they're all scratched up. I have to get a new right mirror because that's all screwed up as well. There's basically a whole bunch of things that need to be fixed up. So there's some work to be done, and that's pretty much where I am with the bike at the current moment. Oh man, we reached one of my favorite spots, this beautiful beach here. Let's park it here and check it out.
Keep thinking that I could have done something, but now I'm left with an empty heart. No making amends, no waking up beside you and holding you till we forget it all. How could I know there was no second chances? Like dominoes, my life got really scared.
Alright guys, that's been pretty much my update for my R6. Leave a comment down below. Let me know if you think I made the right decision or the wrong decision. Should I have started brand new? Or you think picking up where I last left off, just fixing up the bike and enjoying it is the right move? Honestly, I think I made the right move. But I'll leave it up to you guys what you think. So, give this video a like, leave a comment down below, and I hope you guys are looking forward to fresh new content with the R6. Let's get her fixed up, let's put her back on the track, and let's have some more fun with her. Alright guys, I will see you in the next episode. Ciao for now.